Welcome to my creative art studio, and thanks for joining me as we create this lovely birthday card. So I tried to keep this one more masculine, so you could use it as a birthday card or a Valentine's Day card for someone special in your life. So in the kit you have a white card base. This is a little smaller than the normal A2 size we use, but very, very close. You have a piece of the white cardstock that's been embossed with the script embossing folder from Stampin' Up. You have a pool party scallop heart. You have a white set of scallop hearts and plain heart, and these basically come from one die, cuts both of those. And then there's a another blue heart that's actually a sticker, so it's on a backing paper. And these actually were ones from a paper pumpkin kit that I didn't use, and I had those and I thought that was perfect for this card. Then you'll have a piece of white cardstock that I have stamped in, let's forget what color that is, basic, that's in basic gray. You've got this piece that's punched out of pool party paper. You've got some white, twine, and then some really fine silver thread, and one of these beautiful silver hearts that is in the mini catalog. So the reason I brought some of this other color in is I really wanted to use these silver hearts, and also too, when I first stamped the happy birthday with pool party, it was just a little too light for me, and so I thought this was a nice way to bring some silver together, and then I need one more little bit of silver, so I went with the thread. So let's get started putting this together. We're going to go ahead and just apply the script cardstock to the front of the card, and I really like doing this tone on tone look, so using a white layer right on top of a white cardstock. I just think it's really pretty and very subtle, and again, I'm trying to keep this card really simple and not too flowery and not too colorful. Okay, then what I want to do is add some, so basically what I'm after is this general idea. Some just a big collage of hearts. My word stamped piece is going to be layered like this, and it's going to be down here with the heart and the twine. So the silver I want up in this area, and I just want it kind of peeking out behind the hearts. So the way I do that is I just take, it depends on how big I want this. In this case, I'm going to use all 4 of my fingers and just wrap it around like so. And then I'm going to apply some adhesive where I know the hearts will cover it up. So this heart is probably going to be in that general direction. So I think I want the silver up, kind of poking out up here. It sort of balances everything off. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some adhesive in this area and find where my ends of my thread are. They're both right here, because I want to make sure they are in the adhesive, and so that they're not going to move. And then basically just kind of tack it in, and that's really it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for some kind of random silver threads sticking out from this collage of hearts. So I'm going to just keep this here for now, just so we can kind of get a sense for how much room I have. And I'm going to basically just start putting all these pieces down. So regular adhesive on the back of this larger heart. And then that's going to go, I think I'm going to go with it right, let's see, I think I'm going to go with it right here. I was thinking a little bit different earlier. Oops. Make sure I got that on fairly straight. Get my threads coming out the way I want them. Okay, and then I want the adhesive backed heart. So just peel that off of that backing. And I'm going to put that right here. I want it kind of touching that, like so. Okay, now I'm going to layer these pieces. This one, let's see. I need to think about how I want this to go, maybe here and here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so go ahead and put some liquid, because this is so narrow, the heart, the die cut piece. We really need to use some liquid adhesive on here. There, that's good. And I'm going to go right I'm going to go there. I definitely didn't want it lined up directly with that other scalloped heart. I want some variation. Okay, so now I'm just going to hold that down for just a second, let that liquid glue adhere and dry a little bit. And then I have one more heart to put on, and I'm going to put that on with my Stamp and Seal runner. It's a good strong adhesive. I think I'll go right there. So it's just whatever looks appealing to your eye. Now just make sure, I'm gonna hold that up a little bit, make sure everything looks straight, looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and put this sentiment piece together. And I'm gonna just put some adhesive on the back and center this as best I can. Now the trick is to look on the back to make sure it's sticking up the same amount top and bottom. And what I mean by that, hang on one second. So we're going to just flip it over and see how you can see how much is right there and right there. So you just want to kind of try and get that as even as possible, and then you can tack it down, okay? And at this point, you can either just cut it straight off the end, like so, like this. Let me just show you that first. Okay, like so. Or you can go and actually clip those little ends too, and then retain the full design of that pool party punched piece, like so. Okay, so that's totally up to you, whatever you like. And get this little scraps out of the way. All right, and then the next thing I want to do is add my twine. And what I'm going to do here now, we could have put it behind this embossed piece, but because this twine and I'm wrapping it twice, it's going to get a bit thick. So I've decided to go all the way through the inside of the card. And to do that, when you've got your card with the fold on this edge, is you need a little hole here. So let's think about this could be over here too. Maybe that would be a nice balance. Actually, yes, I like that better. Because my hearts ended up coming down a little further on this side, I think I'm going to have this over to this edge and then my metal heart right here. So just think about where you want this sentiment piece to be, and then your twine is going to go right around the center of this. And you can use any kind of hole punch, and if you don't have one, you can also use like a push pin, or even you can even just go in with your scissors like this. And I'm just going to do it just to show you, and just make a little V cut, just like that. Okay, make sure the little V joints. That's really all you need. And then kind of not bad on the inside. So I do have like this, I'll show you this one too. This is a rectangular punch. So it would punch a full rectangle, and I'm just going in part way. So same if you had a, like say an 1/8 inch circle punch, you'd only go in part way, not the whole way. And then see how you get that look on the inside. And it looks great. It looks finished and looks very purposeful. So we'll go ahead and wrap the twine through, and I'm gonna wrap it twice. So I'm gonna go in here with the twine. And let's see, my knot is going to be over here, so I'm going to need about that much. So I'm going to wrap it a second time. Like so. And then have them, they're going to join here. I might need to pull it a little bit more this way, because they're going to tie over here to the side of the sentiment piece. Okay, so once you've got your twine in, you can just leave that for a second and let's put this on. And I think I'll put this on with some dimensionals, because I want a little bit of dimension, since all of this was laid down flat. And you could have put, maybe this white heart could have been popped up. That would have been an option too. Let's see, go ahead and just put these. Okay, and then pull your backings off. And then let's see, I want this right here like so. Try to make sure it's fairly straight. And that your twine has been pulled through tight. Okay, and then push that down in place. Okay, so now over here to the side of this sentiment piece, we're going to tie a double knot, and I can get my fingers in working with this twine. And just before I do the second knot, I'm going to put this heart on. Now do my second knot and move that heart in the way I want it. I want it right there on the side, just like that. Perfect. Slide it down a little bit. And then at this point you can do another knot. You can do a, you know how I like to do like a half bow, which I'm going to do here because I am trying to keep this masculine. So I don't know what it is about that, but I just feel like an actual bow is more feminine. Is that weird? I don't know. Okay. I was trying to use the longer end to pull this leg all the way through. Then I'm going to need to tighten this. And then just get my heart where I want it. Get my heart where I want it. That sounds cute. And then trim off the extra. And I usually just like to leave one leg a little longer than the other. And then if you want your heart to stay a certain way, you can also put a little bit of adhesive behind it. I'm actually going to get those legs through underneath the heart. So if you really wanted your heart to be in any particular space, place, you can actually put a little glue dot back here and just hold it. But I like that right there, and I like it having a little bit of movement. So there you go, that card is finished. Very simple, a little bit of color, but not, I don't think, too feminine. And I think I will have that for maybe my husband's birthday this year, or maybe this will be for my dad. So anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.